All right, welcome to Mr. Miller's Woodshop podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Miller, knocking out another one of these podcasts, and I'm so grateful that you've stuck around. I really like this model of short and sweet, to the point podcasts, and it's what's I think it's what's best for me right now in this season is to keep it short and simple. I have a lot to say and a lot of mistakes that I've made in the past, and so that's what I'm talking about this week. I'm talking about file management, probably the most boring thing that you could possibly think of. It's 100% on the computer. It is it's the worst, okay? And so when I was at Safety Speed over the summer, it was what kind of dawned on me, like this is like a part-time job trying to keep all of this content up to speed. And I'm friends with Burnt Pellet Barbecue, one of the biggest barbecue influencers in the world, and I told him about this, and he's just jaw on the floor, like couldn't believe what happened to me. And so I want to talk about how I lost 10 years of video in a summer. And so if that's not enough clickbait for you, just stick around, there'll be more. But if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, follow me on all my social media pages, Mr. Miller's Woodshop online. So let's just get into it. So I've given this advice, but never really took it on my own. So I went to the University of Minnesota. I was a Golden Gopher, and I was darn proud and still am a Gopher by heart, even though I've been to probably 5 or 6 different colleges at this point. So I'm a proud Gopher. I kept the university email address as my personal email basically since I was 20 years old. And so I'm pushing into my mid-30s now, and about a year and a half ago, we were told, us alumni, that we will lose access to our Google University of Minnesota emails. Fine, okay, kind of frustrating, like all my banking is tied up into there, my personal, all my subscriptions, like tons of stuff uses that username and password. So, all right, annoying, but hey, I got a year. They give us a year in advance to prepare. In the past, when I've mentored other teachers, I tell them, use a personal email, so if you're let go from a school or move on, you are the one who owns that media on that YouTube channel. And so I thought that's what I had. I realized when they sent out the email to us alumni that, my YouTube channel might be a little bit different. And so I thought, well, they won't just delete it wrongly. I thought, okay, if there are other people managing this page, we should be okay. And that's where you get into YouTube kind of hierarchy, I guess you would call it, because my University of Minnesota email was the owner of the channel. And I shared it with my personal, I even shared it with my wife, managing rights to this channel, just in case I ever lost it, because I literally had hundreds of video on it. I'm going through the setup stuff this week at my school to get my curriculum going, and it pains me. Every single thing that I open up has a QR code on it that is dead, that does not work. How to use the time saver, video unavailable. How to use the boring machine, video unavailable. How to build a rocking chair, that playlist is gone. And I have spent countless hours building this, putting it online. It stinks, folks. Like, it with a capital S, it stinks having to lose all this and having to redo all of it. Some of my personal, like, home video is on there, totally private, that I recorded of my children when they were babies. And, like, I'm not kidding you. When I discovered this, I was working at Safety Speed. I was trying to put it together, video side by side of a table saw and panel saw going, and kind of weighing the costs and pros and cons of it. And I'm looking for my video, and I'm telling their marketing guy, Justin, like, I got hundreds of hours of me on the table saw. We don't have to go and reshoot. And so I'm looking through my channel, ready to download it from my channel, right? Well, Christmas of 2024 was when we lost our U of M email, and the entire spring trimester up until June 2025, my students had access to the video. And so I was none the wiser I didn't have access to my email, no more Google Drive. I've transferred and downloaded all those files, but the YouTube was still active, which was so weird. And when I opened it up in July, I discovered every single video gone. None of the QR codes worked. Go back into my slideshow presentations where I had video embedded and linked. All of that was gone. And I left work, or I didn't leave work early. I took an early lunch break. I went home for lunch. I only live a couple miles from Safety Speed, and so my family wasn't home. They were out having some sort of fun or errands or something, and I just remember sitting on my couch like, is it over? Am I done? This is like a career low. 10 years of video, hundreds of videos, gone. My entire philosophy, if you listened a couple weeks back to why I think smartphones belong in education in a responsible way, like all of that is gone, and just very heartbreaking. So that's why you see Mr. Miller's Woodshop just about everywhere. And if you ever try to converse with me, I try to loop in Mr. Miller's Woodshop Gmail just in case my organization or my school district decides to change emails, or if we go to Microsoft or whatever happens. I just want to be able to have access, not even control of it. I just want to have access to it. I thought, okay, the U of M Gmail's gone. I won't control it anymore, but at least I'll have access to it as a managing editor. Like, I'm not a control kind of person. I'm very fine with giving these videos up. In fact, I guess I'm just realizing right now I'm going to have to make a lot of calls here in the next couple of days, telling some of the teachers that I've shared these plans with over the years, probably close to a dozen of them, don't expect those videos to work. It is not fun, folks, but I'm hoping that you learn from my mistake. If you're a student listening to this, it's probably bored you to death, and if this is years from now, you're probably like, whatever, it didn't affect me. We did the National Woods Board and table, no big deal. We're all good. Videos were better, which I'm a glass half full kind of person. I guess I'll take that back. I'm a glass overflowing kind of person. I just try to be overwhelmingly positive in about every interaction that I ever have. I'm a realist too. Like, I understand, like, this circumstance that I'm in really stinks. It bites. It is not good. It is a career setback, the likes of which I've really never had. But it gives me the opportunity to reshoot video. I've wanted to do this now for a couple of years because I've gotten better as a teacher. I've gotten better at video editing, and the original videos are really kind of crude and crass. And I mean, kids are kind of cruel at times, and they'll watch a video of me and they'll be like, is this you? You're like 30 pounds heavier. You have a scraggly beard. Wow, you used to have some dorky glasses. Like, that's just kind of the things that they would say to me. I'm like, whatever, they're kids, they're teenagers, and I usually got a pretty good comeback too whenever they say that. But it'll be nice to kind of have updated videos, I guess. So I kind of think in 2 to 3 years I'll probably be back to where I was spring of 2025, but it's going to take an awful lot of work, and it's challenging. And if this has ever happened to you or something similar has happened to you, just know that I feel your pain. It is difficult and challenging, and I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. So I'm telling you that right now. I know a lot of my enemies listen to this podcast, and so if you're doing this, enemy, like, not that I see you as my enemy, but I know a lot of people don't agree with me on some of these things. But if you're listening to this, sincerely thank you, and I don't wish this on you. And so if you're falling into this could-be trap someday, just make that adjustment, make that change now, and have backup files saved. Have files that you own and channels that you can go back and download the video from. Like, just have multiple checks on this stuff. Now that I think of it too, I had one of our QCOM people, they're the people that check to make sure you're doing a good job teaching, actually challenged this method, and I challenged him back. He had an open mind at least, but he didn't see any fruit from it. And I said, why don't you ask the kids? Like, don't hear it from me. Don't have me in the room when you interview these kids. Interview my kids on this teaching method and see what they say. And he did, and he shared that video, and he is a believer now and trying to bring that to his English classrooms, this model of differentiation with a smartphone, and those videos of the A student, the student with special needs, the redneck student, the valedictorian, and the goofball student, every single one of them gave their take on this teaching method, and it was universally understood like, this is a good thing. Other teachers aren't doing this. We need more of this. It's helped me. And so it's, I don't know, it's like, I hate that I've lost this, folks. It's not fun, but thanks for being my therapist. And I'm going to log off here. If you stuck around this far, this is also where I kind of see it. If you've hung with me at all, I'm strong in my faith. I'm a Christian. I'm a Jesus follower, and I really see this as God's grace on my life, because I did not have this inclination when we were told we're going totally phone free last spring. I thought, I am just going to be rebel. I am going to buck the system. I am going to do what I know is best and teach the way that I should. And so I'm kind of seeing this as God telling me, no, listen to your principal. He has supported you in every single thing that you have done. Give him this courtesy and use it as an opportunity to advance, refine, and get better. And it won't always be this way. And if it is all this way, I'll find a different way to operate, or a different place to operate. And so it's I think it's a good thing altogether. And so I'm grateful. And so if you don't believe that either, that's fine. Okay, I'm very upfront about if we don't share the same beliefs, that is fine. You can have a different set of beliefs than me, different strategy, different methods than me. The only thing I ask is that you do it with passion and excellence and conviction, because that's the way I do things. And so I'm grateful that you stuck around. Please make sure you like, subscribe, rate, review. I am Mr. Miller's Woodshop on social media, everywhere. Mr. Miller's Woodshop. I will talk to you again soon. Thanks, folks. Bye.